What was your school's huge scandal? What was your school's huge scandal? The assistant principal died in a car accident. There was a big, somber school assembly in his honor. His wife said a few words, and then his 14-year-old daughter came to the microphone to say a few words. She sort of snapped and unloaded about how he was not a good guy, he was a monster who had been abusing her and her little sisters and using them for kiddie porn for years. And she was glad he was dead. I've never heard a room full of people grow so silent, so fast. Well, that took a turn. My school district gave all high school students laptops that they could bring home with them to use for school work. They could also remotely activate the webcams and spy on students. Although of course they didn't tell us this. One kid got caught smoking weed this way while he was in his room at home and I think was going to get suspended. He sued the district in response for invasion of privacy and won the case. It got national media attention for a little while. Good for him. My friend's sister got suspended for an fight she got into after school, off school grounds. Their parents fought it and got the suspension reversed. I'm tired of schools thinking they have any say in what kids do on their own time. Unless a student specifically gets school personnel involved, it's none of their business. The caretaker killed 2 local girls and hid them in the school. He tried using the clay kiln to burn them. He later dumped them a few miles away. Oh, I lived in the UK when that happened. We had literally just moved there. It was very sad. Didn't he get in the news looking for them? His girlfriend was shady too. I don't care who you are to me. If you kill a couple of kids, I'm going straight to the police. It was sad. He did, and that was what aroused suspicion. There was something that came out about their history too. Everyone's favorite teacher was in fact banging that student he always hung out with, who would sit in his lap and would visit him after she graduated. They could not have been any more obvious. Edit, for everyone asking, this was a performing arts high school in San Diego, from about 2005 to 2008. Edit, I don't know if this is allowed, but here's a link with pertinent info. She got a $1.25 million settlement because no one acted. She sat on his lap at school in front of people. How is that allowed? It isn't, but surprisingly doesn't get talked about. It's a clear sign that something inappropriate is happening, but it is hardly ever reported. A year after I graduated HS, a woman was stabbed 40+ times with a pair of scissors while jogging on our track on a Sunday. One of the guys in that year's senior class wound up hanging around the track over the following days, obsessively pestering investigators with questions and theories, so naturally some suspicion fell on him. When the woman's description of her assailant, she survived, matched him spot on, he was arrested, and both the scissors used and his bloody clothes were found at his house. Dude was sentenced to 10+ years in prison. End of story, right? Wrong. 2 years after the trial, the jailed kid is ordered released after his little brother, 1 year younger and a dead look-alike for his big bro, is popped for violent sexual assault on a woman, and confesses to the stabbing during questioning. Turns out the older brother took the fall for him, falsely confessing so that he could keep his younger sib out of jail. Dude never told anyone, but did admit the lie after his younger brother's arrest and confession. I knew both kids when I was a student there. Both brothers were definitely thought to be weirdly intense, but their behavior was attributed to their military dad's strict style of parenting, and not anything darker. A very popular guy at my school was arrested for videotaping people using the restroom. He was 18, they were not. Can't believe he videotaped 19-year-olds, that's terrible. Joke's on you, he was the coolest dude in kindergarten. One 9th grader broke water on her field trip and one of the teachers had to help deliver the baby. My high school district's superintendent hired a relative who wasn't qualified for the job. Increased the salary of administrators every year. Used the district's credit card to buy meals, groceries, gas, personal electronics, and gift cards. When the state audit went through, they said that the overpay of administrators and the personal spending cost the school district around $1.1 million. Her husband was also an administrator. When she eventually got caught, she just retired and for some reason never faced federal charges. When she retired, she had a $260,518 salary. My favorite part is that the state audit discovered that the district's credit card was used to purchase logging equipment. The same month, the superintendent's husband filed paperwork to open a timber company. Everyone knew there was corruption in the school district, but no audits or investigations happened until someone was threatened by the superintendent's husband on Facebook. My high school guidance counselor fucked a science teacher's wife and everyone knew about it. They got a divorce. Both teachers still work at the same school to this day, and students will never ever let it go. The story has been handed down from year to year. So it is written, so it is told. So let it be written, so let it be done.